Super Mario Maker Podcast. I'm your host, N64 Josh. This is episode 3. That music you just heard was from Rich Ad EB on YouTube. Go check him out. He does a lot of great covers. Really good stuff. Guys, just for our announcements real quick, go ahead and join the N64Josh Discord. That's n64josh.com/Discord. We've also got the subreddit n64josh.com/r. and the Facebook group, n64josh.com/Facebook group. Now, why do you want to get involved in those places? The answer is real simple. Once Super Mario Maker 2 comes out, we want to be able to connect and be able to play your levels, things like that. All right, this is where the community can gather. So come hang out. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you, and we're just gonna jump right into our talking points. So here we go. All right. First up, we have the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational. That is happening this Saturday, June 8th, as of recording, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're not going to want to miss this. This is going to be some killer stuff. We're going to get to see more of Super Mario Maker 2. The players that were chosen will play a variety of courses created by Nintendo's Treehouse. So that's going to be pretty cool. Okay, the 4 Nintendo content creators that will be there are the Dragon Feeney, who is an amazing Twitch streamer, amazing Mario Maker player. Go check her out. Twitch.tv/thedragonfeeney. She's awesome. She's super, super cool. Very positive. She's the kind of streamer you go watch if you just need to smile. Okay, so go check her out. Next up, you have Abdullah, and I've seen some of his stuff on YouTube. He's got some pretty good stuff out there, so I'd say check that out as well. We also have the Completionist, who I know very little about, other than I saw a tweet from him yesterday that said he completed Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. And last but not least, we have the Yellow Killer Bee, who I didn't know of until the day before this was announced, and I had hosted the Dragon Feeney on Twitch, and then she was ending her stream, so immediately hosted Yellow Killer Bee, and I sat and chatted with her for a while. Very cool, very down to earth, just and a speedrunner. Good stuff. This is going to be a very, very exciting competition. So, how's the competition going to play out? Let me break it down for you. Round 1 will be 4 players. They each compete in timed speed runs. So it's every man or woman for themselves. Round 2, the players will be split into teams of 2 and work together to complete the course. The winning team will be moved into the finals. This could be interesting. We're going to talk a little bit more about this later on. As far as the finals go, the remaining 2 players will face off in 3 objective-based mini courses and 1 final course to determine the champion. So this is going to be fun. This is going to be exciting. I cannot wait to watch this. If you want to be able to watch it with me, you can. Head on over to twitch.tv/N64Josh tomorrow morning at 11. I will either be hosting or co-streaming this so that we can watch together. I may give a little commentary here and there, and it allows us a place to chat without the chaos that ensues during a Nintendo Twitch stream or in their YouTube channel, things like that. Like, there's so many people just spamming Waluigi for Smash, you know, who knows, that whatever memes are popular of the day, that seems to be what goes into the chat for a Nintendo stream. There's just so many people. There's just so many. So if you want to come chat, hang out, be able to talk about what we're seeing, and in a nice, like, peaceful setting, come hang out. Twitch.tv/N64Josh. Now, I'm honestly, like I said, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm curious on what we're going to see. Like, how tricky are these courses going to be? Are they going to really push these players to their limits? And who's going to come out on top? That's the question I have. If you go and look at the official rule set, they're going to be getting a trophy that I think has a value of almost $700. So that thing's going to be crazy. They're definitely going to be wanting this thing. It's going to be cool. So we'll just have to wait and see. But it's coming quick, and I cannot wait. So, like I said, if you want to come hang out and watch together, twitch.tv/N64Josh. Okay, the next section here is going to be talking about how Super Mario Maker 2 has no online multiplayer with friends. All right, so we know this happened. This was a kind of a big hot topic about last week. A lot of people upset. A lot of people were kind of, there was this outrage and all this stuff. And like, I mean, even look, I was disappointed. I was disappointed that we aren't seeing online with friends, because it really, I felt like from the direct that this seemed like it was going to be a thing. And it isn't. And so Nintendo has confirmed that there is no multiplayer in Super Mario Maker 2 with friends, only with randoms. Okay, now the reason that they gave Game Explain is they said players cheating the leaderboards is why they decided not to add friends. Now, it seems to me that this could be a very simple fix, and this is something we've seen in games for years, starting all the way back on the original like Xbox Live. I'm just talking console online, right? Is you had social matches and ranked matches. So have one that includes the leaderboard and have one that doesn't. It doesn't seem like it would be that much more work. Of course, I don't know. Now, I have seen a lot of people like mess around. I have videos. I've talked about this on my other podcasts and things like that. And some people are really, really angry about this. I've had people comment to me that it's not that Nintendo doesn't understand, it's that they don't care. And I'm like, I don't know. Nintendo is a business. Obviously, every business wants to have happy client or happy customers, right? So, I mean, I don't know that it's if they don't care. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is. And I'm not going to jump to any conclusions about it. It does seem odd. It seems like in 2019 to offer online multiplayer but not include the ability to play with friends, it does seem strange. I will say that. It seems a little bit odd. I don't know. I don't know why it's not there. So let's say they patch this thing though, which a lot of people are hopeful that they will. And honestly, I think they will. And there's a couple things that I would like to see if they do patch it. Okay, so let's get games with friends. I think that'd be cool, of course. But let's take it up another step, right? Let's add not only, the verses in the co-op, but just like we see in the Invitational, where we're seeing 2v2, where the teams have to go against each other to complete stages, let's add that into multiplayer as well and allow me to team up with one of my friends and play through against other people, against other randoms. This could be a ton of fun. This could be incredibly fun. And yet just another layer of what's already amazing content. I mean, there is so much content in Super Mario Maker 2, and the content doesn't stop. It just continues. It's like continual DLC from the community creating levels. So there's going to be plenty of here. This isn't going to... I've seen people say, I'm not buying the game now because it doesn't have online multiplayer with friends. I mean, look, before that direct, so many people were planning on buying this game, kind of assuming that it was going to be just like Super Mario Maker 1. The fact that we got any online with it at all was kind of the cherry on top, right? The icing on the cake. I think that's the icing on the cake. I think online multiplayer with friends would be the cherry on top. It'd be like the complete package. Okay, there's still going to be a ton of fun to be had with this game, whether you're creating levels or you're just playing levels, or you're trying to do, no skip challenges or things like that. There's so many. Not only are there so many different ways to play this game, there are different ways to play it that the community has come up with to be able to add more to it. Like, I've been playing through Super Mario Maker 1. I've been doing the expert 100 Mario challenge. You could check out. I'm documenting it every time. It's on my YouTube channel right now, youtube.com/n64josh. You can watch me play. In the fourth one, I made it 2 stages. I'm not going to skip. I want to get through it without skipping. I made it through 2. The last one, yesterday, which I got my numbering off, is actually 3, but it should be 4, whatever. We'll talk about that later. I made it to stage 9, and that was it. I made it to stage 9. It was a really tricky level. I like the challenge of that, right? Some people don't. Some people are like, no, I want to complete this. I'm going to skip and get to the next level. The question is, and I watched a video on this today, what's going to happen in the endless challenge, as they call it, in Mario Maker 2, when somebody just skips levels, does that affect your global rank or anything like that? That's something that we don't know, because there is a global rank tied to the endless challenge. So is there going to be a way to cheese this? Does skipping have is it detrimental to your score? Things like that. We don't know. There's a lot of questions unanswered still. And we're getting close. We're getting close. Like 3 weeks? I think as of recording this, we're like 3 weeks out. So pretty exciting. Really, really looking forward to it. Would like to see 2v2 runs, right? Whether I play with a friend or I play with a random, I think that could be a fun addition. Again, just to add a little more, just another layer there. Okay. Now, let's talk about your concerns, right? Because a lot of people are angry and they'll go on Twitter and they'll tweet at Nintendo and say, Nintendo will put up a post about Animal Crossing or Fire Emblem and it'll be full of, why isn't multiplayer in Mario Maker 2? Now, look, the person you're tweeting at isn't necessarily somebody that's going to make any choices, any decisions here. They might read it, but they're just a person that runs Nintendo's social media. They are not like, it's not Doug Bowser. It's not the president. It's not like a community manager or anything like that. I don't even know if Nintendo really has community managers, but at the end of the day, if you really want your voice to be heard, going on to Twitter and getting angry about it and tweeting at Nintendo, probably not going to do much good. Going on to Reddit and putting up angry posts and getting lots of upvotes and the angry mob cheering along with you, probably not going to do any good as far as getting, making your voice heard or getting through to Nintendo. Although they might read some Reddit posts and things like that. I'm not saying that they won't, but if you really want your voice to be heard, if you're really wanting to see change in the game, like I said, I'm going to purchase it. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to register it with to get my gold coins, right? When that happens, Nintendo usually sends out a survey, and that is your opportunity to voice your concern and your frustration with the fact that there's not multiplayer with friends. This seems like it would be an easy fix for them. So if you want your voice heard and you want to see this changed after you purchase the game, and I know some of you may be thinking, well, I'm voting with my wallet, I don't want to purchase the game. Hey, I get that. I get that, but I know there's going to be some of you guys listening to this that are still going to get the game because you still see the value in it, regardless if it has the online multiplayer with friends or not. And if you want that, get into that survey, take 5 minutes, and post what you would, let them know that you think multiplayer with friends needs to be a thing. This is something that can be fixed, and Nintendo has done a better job of listening with the Switch than they have in any previous generation, I would say. Look at games, look at their track record right now. Mario Tennis Aces came out and Bowser Jr. was broken. He had an incredible reach and he became the meta and everybody played him. Within like a week or two, they had nerfed him and balanced him so that it was better for the community. They looked at what people wanted to see different. Now, I don't know where they're looking exactly. I assume the surveys. But they fixed a lot of the issues that people were having. Some people say they made the game, they didn't. Some people said they took it too far and they ended up not liking the changes. I understand. Not everybody's going to be happy here. But Nintendo's listening. Smash Bros. Has been the same way. They have been continually balancing that game and watching it and seeing, what's happening. Recently, Olimar got nerfed. He had too many smash attacks, and so they nerfed him down. Or at least that's what they thought. I don't really have an opinion on it. He was a good character, though. He was a good character. So, I don't think that they're going to leave us high and dry when it comes to Super Mario Maker 2. I think we're going to continue to see updates. I think we're going to end up seeing DLC for this game. And there's still things we don't even know about this game yet. And I guarantee you, since Game Explain reached out to whoever, whatever PR person they talked to, and they got confirmation that it's not there, I'm sure that that's on somebody's radar that like, hey, people want this. I'm sure Doug Bowser got flooded with tweets about why Super Mario Maker 2 doesn't have multiplayer, right? So they're aware. If you're going to do that stuff, though, just be polite. Like, there's enough outrage and anger in the world. Like, this, at the end of the day, this is just entertainment. Like, it's just supposed to be for fun. So That's where I'm at. You maybe disagree. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. But I would be willing to bet you're going to have better luck not being rude and being super frustrated. So just make your voice be heard in a positive way, so that we can hopefully get the game that we would like. It's so close. This game is so close to being that complete package. And I think Nintendo will listen and they will make the changes. I don't disagree with people that say, why wasn't this there from the get-go? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how a company this size that creates games for gamers doesn't know that we like to play these games with friends. I'm not sure what's going on there. Where the disconnect is. I don't know. But make your voice be heard in a positive way. Do the surveys, all right? And enjoy this game. There's going to be so much to enjoy. There's going to be so very much to enjoy. So I'm excited. This is what I say, 3 weeks. I'm going to be playing your guys' levels. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay, let's get into the last topic of discussion here. And this is going to be some Super Mario Maker 2 tips. We're going to be looking at different item jumps. Here we go. All right, so Super Mario Maker 2 tips, item jumps. Now, I just put up a post on n64josh.com. I have a link to it here in the show notes that you'll be able to find at n64josh.com/SMMP Super Mario Maker Podcast 3. Okay, n64josh.com/SMMP 3. Okay, you'll have links to the written guide and the video guide. Now, I'm doing all this in the Wii U, and I have also been practicing on my 3DS. So if you have either of these, you can begin practicing item jumps starting now. Okay, so within these videos, I not only showcase how to pull off these moves, but I also showcase the level that you can create to be able to practice these moves over and over again. So you're going to create some really simple levels, just with the spring, the P-switch, the POW block. And so the four things I mentioned in these guides, you're going to be looking at a spring jump, like midair spring jump, where you're going to jump into the air, release the spring while holding down on the D-pad before the apex of your jump, and that is going to cause Mario to fall on top of the spring and allow him to then jump off of it to reach heights that he wouldn't typically be able to reach. Okay, you're going to run into levels where these kind of moves could be they could be necessary to complete, especially in the expert and super expert modes. These are things that are going to be there. So somebody did mention in the comment section of this video that we don't know for sure, like if P-switch jumps are going to work. They may have been patched, they may have been fixed. We don't know. Things could change, but I'm practicing them now, assuming it's going to be there. Okay, so you got the P-switch jumps, the midair P-switch jump. It's a little trickier to pull off, but it can be done, and you get a ton of momentum when you do it. And it's the same thing. Hold down, release the item before the apex of the jump, and then you're going to jump off of it and be able to reach much higher into the air. And then the POW block, same kind of thing. And I did find that bouncing the POW block off of a surface seemed to be the easier way to pull off that move. Now, you can't kick the POW block into the surface. You're talking just holding down, releasing so that it falls, but your momentum will continue pushing it forward, and then you can jump off of it and get over. Like I just set up a pipe. The levels are real simple. I just put the item, and I put a pipe that I can't jump over without using one of these mid-air jumps. And that's it. It's that simple. So if you're on your 3DS and it's the only version you have, and you want to, the game's $20, right? So if you want to pick it up and be able to start practicing some of this stuff now, it's a $20 purchase, digital or physical, at Best Buy, GameStop, whatever. And so you can start practicing now. You just save your stage and just make your way on through. The last thing that I talked about was spin jumps with an item. So you can't, if you're playing like Super Mario World or you're playing the new Super Mario Brothers style, you can't grab an item and then hit your trigger to jump and start spinning. You can't. So what you have to do is run into the item So if you're running, you're automatically holding Y. Mario will, as you pick the item up, you hit the trigger to begin your spin jump. You'll start spinning, and the level I created, I put some thwomps down on the ground. I bounced off of each of those thwomps, and then did a midair spring jump to get over the pipe. So I kind of added a little extra challenge there, and it was kind of fun. I'm not going to lie, it was very satisfying being able to pull that off. Is this super difficult? No, but as you're learning this stuff and being able to have those simple little things that kind of just, add to the overall just fun factor and being able to say like, oh man, I did that. It's cool. I enjoy that. Right. So I recommend doing something similar, just practicing that, because it is once you kind of get the muscle memory and you get the feel for this, it's really quite fun. And so I'm going to continue doing these guides this next week, I'll be at E3. Now, we saw the list of games that we get to go hands-on with at E3, and sadly, Super Mario Maker didn't make the cut. It didn't make the cut, unless it's on the and more, but I believe the list we saw showcased Pokemon. It showcased Luigi's Mansion, and it showcased the Legend of Zelda, but I don't believe Mario Maker 2 is on that list. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to go hands-on with that. I was really hoping to, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So, maybe never. Who knows? I may be able to run into somebody at Nintendo. Maybe they'll be like, oh, hey, come check this out. I would love that, right? It'd be super cool. So, fingers crossed, I'll get a little bit of hands-on time with the game. There's a few things I want to try. I want to know, is P-Switch Jump still in the game? Things like that. So, no guarantees, but I'm gonna do my best. And I've made a few contacts at Nintendo and things like that. So you never know. So here's to hoping. So okay, well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Okay, guys, well, if you want to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, anything like that, it's at N64Josh. I would love to connect with you. Like I said, if you would like to join the community, n64josh.com/Discord/Facebook and /R are the main places that we can connect, trade levels, do things like that, and I'd love to connect. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if you go ahead and leave hit that thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It just helps the video get into the algorithm. You know how YouTube is. So I can't wait to play some more Mario Maker. Guys, I'm going to be looking at different controllers for the next podcast, some of the 8-bit Do stuff. I'll catch you later. Bye now.